Dell unveiled its brand new XPS 13 at CES 2018 this year. However, unlike in the past where it usually took a while for these new refreshes to launch in India, the company has already launched the new model barely a month after it announced it. The new XPS 13 features even slimmer bezels, an upgraded specifications, and an optional 4K touchscreen display. Now we've got the top-end model for review here, so let's see what it's like. Now before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you're notified when we have new videos. Dell is calling this the world's smallest laptop with a 13-inch screen, and looking at it, it does feel incredibly compact. Now the width and the depth are marginally slimmer from last year's XPS 13 model. However, the thickness has been reduced quite a bit, so it is easier to hold. However, due to this, you do lose out on full-size USB ports. The machined aluminium build makes this laptop feel incredibly sturdy when you hold it, and it's fairly light too at around 1.21 kilograms. Now this is the white and gold version, which looks every bit as premium as the silver and carbon fiber version. Now in place of carbon fiber for the palm rest area, we have a special woven glass fiber which Dell says they've developed in-house. Now we've been using this laptop for about a week and we didn't really find this getting dirty during our usage. Now in the front we have an array of 4 microphones along with a power LED, and we have stereo speakers placed on either side. Over to the left there are 2 USB Type-C ports here which are actually Thunderbolt 3 ports, whereas the Type-C port on the left adheres to the USB 3.1 Gen 2 standard. Now you can use any of them to charge the laptop or connect the laptop to an external monitor via an adapter. You also get a micro SD card slot on the right, although we would have preferred a full-size SD card reader instead. You also get a Noble lock slot for securing your laptop, you get a battery status charge indicator, and you get a headphone and microphone combo socket. The XPS 13 uses a backlit chiclet style keyboard which is fairly comfortable to type on thanks to the 1.3mm of key travel. We did find the direction keys to be a little squished, but that's just something you'll have to get used to. The fingerprint sensor is integrated in the power button, which is smart, and there's also an IR scanner next to the webcam for Windows Hello authentication. However, the sensor and the webcam are both placed below the screen, so you'll either have to tilt the lid up all the way back or raise the laptop a bit if you have it on your lap. Authentication is quick here and we didn't really have any trouble. The new Infinity Edge display is the main star of the show here, and it's an absolute stunner. The top and side borders are just 4mm thick, and the 400 nits of brightness of the IPS panel makes it easy to view content under most lighting conditions. The 4K panel that we have on our model also supports HDR, and the effect is pretty good. Just remember that you'll need to have the laptop plugged into a power source in order for apps to detect it as an HDR panel. Now the touch response of this display is also pretty good, although we didn't really find much use for it since you can't really convert the laptop into a tablet. The XPS 13 is fully loaded in terms of specifications. There's an 8th generation Core i7-8550U CPU, 16GB of RAM, and a 512GB SSD. Now there are plenty of vents below the laptop and behind the hinge for air circulation. However, despite that, we did find that the laptop does get pretty warm when gaming or doing anything CPU intensive. Now the exhaust fans also ramp up under load and are pretty audible. Now Dell boasts that the XPS 13 is the first laptop to feature Gore thermal insulation, which is the same material used in winter jackets in order to dissipate heat. However, the heat from the internal components still has to be expelled, which does cause the outer metal portions to get pretty warm. Windows 10 works very well with quick boot times and snappy app performance. Scrolling and gestures with the trackpad are smooth. You can play games on the XPS 13, but you'll have to drop the resolution and graphics settings all the way down for comfortable frame rates due to the onboard Intel GPU. The HD webcam manages decent quality video, though it can be a bit noisy indoors. However, there's no way to fix the weird perspective you get due to its placement. We also face some audio skipping issues when streaming to a Bluetooth headset, which hopefully should be fixed in a future driver update. Dell ships some pre-installed software including Dell Power Manager, which lets you set up various battery profiles, Dell Update, and a new tool called Dell Mobile Connect. The latter lets you sync your iPhone or Android phone with the laptop over Bluetooth, so you can receive and reply to incoming text messages and even take calls through the laptop. Only one phone can be connected at a time, and on Android, you also have the option to mirror your screen. Battery life is also pretty decent. With light to medium usage, which typically included working on Word documents and a lot of internet browsing, we managed to squeeze out about 6 to 7 hours from the non-removable 52 Wh battery. The new XPS 13 is a good update to Dell's flagship Ultra Portable, and the top-end model has a stunning 4K screen with HDR. We also love its compact size, speedy performance, and premium build quality. However, all this comes at a very high price. If we could change a few things, we would have preferred a full-size SD card reader instead of a micro SD card slot, and perhaps a few more adapters bundled in the box. So thanks for watching our review, and for all things tech, log on to gadgets360.com.